Hallelujah!
Welcome back to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt. Today is day number 18 of the Minnesota Whiskey Elite Advent Calendar. We are 18 days deep, and you know what that means. It's been 18. I don't know. The next 7 days are going to be pretty brutal because I got nothing left. No more funnies in me. From here on out, I'm basically a tasting machine, and you're going to have to deal with it. All the beeps and boops, all the software problems that you would encounter with the machine, it's what you're going to run into. The pours have been getting so good, so I'm expecting today to be a step in the direction of not as good. But I do know that so far, 17 days and no poison, so they must not be that crazy. Unless, of course, I just jinxed myself and this is poison. In which case, I've been microdosing myself with poison for decades, just to build up my tolerance for such a day. I think I stole that from The Office. Will it be nice or will it be mean? Let's find out on day 18. America. America, how sweet the sound. Am I from Minnesota? No. Have I ever been there? A couple of times. And what did I think about it? It's kind of like Michigan, except for smaller lakes. My people in Minnesota, I've got 2 words for you that I believe will increase your chances of you loving me forever. And those 2 words are Kirby Puckett. The legs run so slow down this voluptuous shaped glass. Now they're picking up speed as they get heavier towards the bottom of the bulb. Chickadee chicky honk honk, it's Dominic the donkey. Chickadee chicky honk honk, Italian Christmas donkey. The nose is fairly light, but like the other things I thought were Buffalo Trace, there is sweet oak, sweet cherries, vanilla extract, a little bit of like what do you call it? Like a frosting, a little bit of white cake and frosting, like a buttercream. And now that I say that, the nose is light, the nose starts to fade. The nose fades away. The nose fades away like Kobe from a defender, and then just knocks it down, one after another. This is either Buffalo Trace or MGP. At first I was leaning Buffalo Trace, and then I started leaning more MGP because I'm picking up more red licorice off of it. Red licorice is a telltale MGP sign to me. Yes. There is like a little bit of chili pepper, and chili pepper, red licorice. There's a little bit of floral note on there, but the chili pepper is kind of kicked up. The red licorice is definitely there, for sure. Then of course there's the vanilla and the caramel. See, this is weird because sometimes the nose comes off light and then it's really proofy and you don't expect it, but I'm expecting it. Typically on a nose like this, I'm expecting to not be overwhelmed with proof, but that's where it tricks you. That's what it does, is it smells a little bit light on the nose, and then it kicks down your front door like the SWAT team, and it's like, ah, Mr. Porter, and I'm like, I didn't know that, I wasn't expecting you. And they're like, that's the point. Wow. That is good and also different and unique. Pretty sure that's a bourbon. what the heck? Immediately trying to gauge the proof. The proof comes on strong. It's like 115 proof. Roughly 115 proof. And it's the age on it, not young, but not old. Right in that maybe 8-year range. The front of the pallet's sweet. And then as it goes to the back of the pallet dries out a little bit and isn't sweet. It's not very sweet at all. It's kind of like, this is what I picture in my head. I picture this in my head. You take a maraschino cherry out of the jar, and then you are like, that's so sweet on the front of the pallet. The back of the pallet is like Phoenix, Arizona in August, like a blacktop driveway, and you just set the cherry there, and it's like you're expecting it to be sweet, but it's like it used to be sweet, and now it's just dry and 115 proof because it's so hot. I did like it. I didn't love it. It didn't make me jump out of my chair. That'd take a lot because I'm gigantic. Let's investigate further. I'm mad because I don't know what that is. What on earth? This one is confusing me a lot. At first I thought this was some sort of MGP. It's the palette turns floral towards the end. It's not like a fruit, but it's like the plant that a fruit were to grow on, like a blueberry bush. If I had a few ounces of this, I could really sip this for a while and try to pick it apart and dissect it, and maybe I'd have a better chance of figuring this one out. But this one is confusing a little bit. Pretty sure it's a bourbon, and then part of my brain is saying that it's wheated, but then the other part of my brain is like, you're so stupid. There's no wheated funk there. The majority of the impact is on the front of my palate, which typically indicates a wheated bourbon, but there is some on the back, but it lacks the wheat funk that I get from most wheated bourbons. So strange. This is me going out on a limb and willing to look stupid. I think this is MGP. It smells and tastes familiar. It's in the 105 to 115 proof range to me. The age between 6 to 8 years, I believe. I'm guessing here. This to me tastes like a Bellmead Reserve. Like a Bellmead, there used to be a cask strength reserve, now it's just the reserve. This reminds me of a Bellmead Reserve. The proof fits, the MGP fits, the age I think fits. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably way off on that, but that's kind of what this reminds me of anyway. This is a September porch swing pour. We're just on the porch swing, just swirling it. This is Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered, MGP 113.7 proof. So cool. My name is Matt, and this was ADHD Whiskey. Like I always say, keep your head in the clouds, but your mind on telling your children Santa Claus will not come if you act bad. And then tell them that every 10 minutes from November 15th all the way until December 25th at 3 o'clock in the morning when they finally pass out. And then them waking up to all the glorious presents they ever wanted and imagined. And all the credit card debt you never wanted or imagined. And they're like, I thought Santa wasn't going to come this year because that was so bad. And you're like, that was the threat, wasn't it? And they're like, this is very good for us to know, because next year's going to suck for you.